According to US Weekly, Rihanna is concerned about her boyfriend A$AP Rocky's gun charges trial and the possibility of raising their children alone. She is trying to stay positive, but some sources say she is secretly terrified. I am quite sure Rihanna was well aware of A$AP Rocky's past before deciding to become serious with him. I'm sure that's what attracted her to him and start a family. So now she has to suffer the consequences of being with a bad boy type.
So baby, when you ready, hit my line. Tell me what you wanna do. I know you still feeling new.
Hey you guys, before we get into today's video, I just want to take time, as I always do, to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. If you're not already currently subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button right now. Also, I do have another channel called Brandy Beauty Review TV. Navigate to the first comment pinned to the top to check that out. Also, like the video, you guys. Comment on the video. I want to hear your thoughts, so comment and like. And now let's get into this juicy topic.
In today's celebrity couple toxic news, we are talking about A$AP Rocky assault trial and how this significantly impacts Rihanna. Here's the latest. According to TheRoot.com, things can change extremely quickly in the entertainment industry. One day, you're a beloved hip-hop MC who happens to be in a relationship with one of the most influential and wealthiest pop stars on the planet. The next, you're found guilty of 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon that could send you to prison for decades. That's the situation A$AP Rocky, born Rakim Mayers, is currently in. On Tuesday, as jury selection in the trial against Rocky began, the Harlem MC turned down the prosecution's final plea offer, requiring him to spend 180 days in jail, which means that Rocky is willing to go to trial and fight the charges against him, according to the Associated Press. If he's convicted, he could face a maximum sentence of 24 years in prison. As previously reported by The Root, Rocky is charged with shooting his former friend and A$AP mob member Terrell Efron, aka A$AP Relly, outside of a Hollywood hotel in November of 2021. This allegedly happened after the two got into a heated argument. According to the Los Angeles Times, Efron claimed Rocky shot at him several times, resulting in a graze wound on his knuckles. When police officers arrived at the scene, they could not find any evidence of the crime occurring. But surveillance video taken from a nearby security camera allegedly shows the entire incident playing out. The footage was first made public during a criminal trial hearing in November of 2023. Here's how people are reacting to this news. Someone says this: Rihanna is loved by everyone. Black, white, American, Caribbean, European, Asian, old, young, grown, adolescent, babies. She built her brand to be very inclusive, and she's relatable even as a billionaire. Good luck. Someone else says, I will never abandon her foundation. I certainly hear that. Someone else says this: I'm going to mind my black woman business after he stated dark-skinned women shouldn't wear red lipstick. He's a colorist and can't relate to the black community struggles against injustice. But now that he's personally dealing with the systematic oppression, he wants us to rally for him. We good. I was hoping him and Rihanna had a gorgeous dark brown daughter so she could wear red lipstick proudly in her father's face one day. Someone else says, well, according to him, racism isn't an issue in America and not his problem, so he should be fine. Finally, others said this: get wifey to give you $100 million and put together the best defense team you can. Someone else said, should have took the 180 days in jail. He's gay, so he would have had the time of his life incarcerated. Not sure what that commenter means by that. Someone else said, all of our black stars getting locked up do People better. Are definitely remembering A$AP Rocky's past, where he's stated he doesn't relate to black issues. He said this back in 2016 when he was asked about his stance on political issues as it relates to it affecting African Americans. He said this: every time something happens because I'm black, I gotta stand up. What the F am I? L Sharpton now, I'm ASAP Rocky. I don't want to talk about no effing Ferguson and Ish because I don't live over there. I live in Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. So people are definitely calling him out now that he's navigating his own struggle. And people are also assuming Rihanna has the best lawyers for him and paying all of his legal fees. Now, it's unclear if Bad Gal Riri is paying all of her bad boy's legal fees, but according to sources, Rihanna is extremely concerned. According to US Weekly, Rihanna is concerned about her boyfriend ASAP Rocky's gun charges trial and the possibility of raising their children alone. She is trying to stay positive, but some sources say she is secretly terrified. Her concerns are this: Rihanna is worried about the uncertainty of the trial and the possibility of Rocky serving jail time. She is trying to stay optimistic, but is preparing for the worst. She is concerned about the negative publicity that could come from her relationship with Rocky. According to ASAP Rocky's attorney, ASAP Rocky is very protective of Rihanna and doesn't want her at the trial. Rocky has emphasized that it's a family decision to keep her away. So this is the cause of Rihanna's absence at the trial, and I like that decision. I think that's a very smart choice. Gosh, this is embarrassing, especially seeing all of the opinions on the case and the possibility of this whole thing tarnishing Rihanna's image. But honestly, I think Rihanna is too big of a star for anything like this to impact her brand. She has so many supporters, and in some cases nowadays, bad press really equals good press. Now, I've seen where people are saying, why would Rihanna choose ASAP Rocky as her baby daddy? And rightfully so. ASAP is a bit of a menace, according to Newson.com. Reports show Rocky has been arrested multiple times for allegations of violence beginning when he was a teenager. He has openly recalled his experience as a 16-year-old serving a 2-week sentence in the notorious New York City jail Rikers Island over a fight. In that instance, he said he was charged with attempted murder before the charges were reduced. He says this: everybody makes mistakes, he said during an interview with Rap Radar. A couple of years later, Rocky went on to become a cult favorite rapper, staying out of trouble for a handful of years while making a name for himself on the entertainment scene. But the streets seemingly came back calling his name with a vengeance in 2012 when he was arrested for what MTV News described it at the time as a street fight in New York City, for allegedly beating up paparazzi and grabbing their cameras. He was later sued in the case and pleaded guilty to attempted grand larceny, a felony. Rolling Stone reported that Rocky, who was also charged with attempted robbery in the second degree and assault, was sentenced to 3 days of community service and forced to pay a $250 fine in that case. Things got a bit more brutal the following year when Rocky was accused of slapping a female fan for blowing him a kiss during a concert. While the fan sued Rocky, a key witness never showed up in court, and the charges were eventually dropped. In 2019, a social media video reportedly showed Rocky involved in a street fight following a concert in Toronto. In a brief clip, you can see Rocky, who is holding a bottle of champagne, barking at a man who is kneeling on the ground and holding his face. Hip-hop publication XXL reported at the time, before adding later, there's no word on why Rocky had to lay hands on someone. Later that year, Rocky was arrested in Sweden in a high-profile case that required then-President Donald Trump's intervention to secure his freedom and return him to the U.S. All of that led up to his arrest on Wednesday for alleged involvement in a November shooting in Los Angeles. I am quite sure Rihanna was well aware of ASAP Rocky's past before deciding to become serious with him. I'm sure that's what attracted her to him and start a family. So now she has to suffer the consequences of being with a bad boy type. Do y'all think Rihanna is the ride or die type? I think she is. I think she is so in love with ASAP, and I think she's gonna do everything in her power for him not to do any time, because I mean, he is the father of her kids and they want to have more kids and build a life. So I definitely think she is down for him, but we will see how this trial will play out. But I doubt he'll do jail time, or if he does, it'll be significantly reduced. Anyways, you guys, what did you think of today's celebrity couple toxic video? Do you think Rocky will serve jail time, or do you think Rihanna will do everything in her power for her man and baby daddy not to go to jail? Leave a comment, share the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm creating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.